All right. I do believe we are now live. All righty. I'll make sure the live messages go out. There he is. How we doing, Rob? Slide this into the view. There we go. We got our break tonight here. Again, 4 boxes. My guess is we're going to probably start with the metal first and foremost. And we'll go into the extended and finish up with ultimate. All righty, pull up the break predictions real fast. So real quick, again, while I give folks some time to make their way into the room or whatever, I normally go over. I'll go over the teams list real fast, and then I will go over the break predictions after that. So just to kind of give you guys a few minutes to make your way into the room and everything. So for tonight's break, we had 2 trades. Again, the one trade kind of happened a little late, but I figured why not let it go through. That's fine. Didn't have too many folks make deals and stuff. Again, didn't necessarily have a ton of time. I normally try to give you guys as much as I can, but we did have a couple trades that'll go down, so that's always cool. So tonight for the teams list are as follows. BP will have the Avalanche. Graham has the Flames. We have Chris with the Maple Leafs. Rob's got the Stars. Blue Jackets going to Vance. Again, like I said, if we hit a Matejchuk young gun out of here, Vance, I'll probably just have to kind of send you some money for it because I'm going to keep that son of a bitch. So I will compensate you for whatever the thing is for it. But just to be clear about that, Mr. Vance. Number 6, we got Rob's got Buffalo. We got BP with the Rangers. Flyers going to Caleb. Again, that's a pretty good team to have. Vance has the Panthers. Izzy's got the Bolts. Wild going to Caleb. Graham's got the Islanders. Sharks going to Chris. That's the big team there. Alyssa's got the Canadians, another big team. We got Sleepers with Boston. St. Louis going to Vance. Utah going to Izzy. Kenzie's got the Knights. Detroit going to Jeff. Washington going to Graham. Carolina going to Sleepers. Micah's got the Pens. Jeff's got the Jets. Oilers going to Jan. We got Chris with the Preds. Chris with the Kings. Micah with the Devils. Kraken going to Graham. Vance with the Senators. Chicago going to Graham. Captain with the Ducks. And Vancouver going to Graham. So that's the teams list for tonight. Again, hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood. Hopefully, we'll see our case, our cases, I should say, of O-Pee-Chee Platinum. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully. If not, it won't be till Monday, which is, it is what it is at that point. But, so hopefully tomorrow we'll see our cases of O-Pee-Chee come in. Again, I'm planning on hopefully adding an extra box to the break. Actually, probably each case will get an extra box added to it. I'll be clear about that. So we're actually breaking 9 boxes for both cases. So just to be clear, again, like I said, I figured it was just a nice little extra add on top. And that's right. Before we obviously get into it, again, give folks a few more minutes here. We're going to go over the break predictions. Again, normally with the break predictions, if you're not familiar with it, the break predictions are four break predictions I put for the break. We have to kind of hit them more or less. It's like certain cards or numbers and stuff like that. But the point being is, if we get 3 out of the 4 correct, I normally give away at least 1 prize to somebody in the break. If we get all 4, if we go 4 for 4 for the break predictions, then I'll give not only the first prize, but I'll give a second prize on top of that. And tonight the prizes are as so. So if we get the 3 out of 4, I'm going to do break credit, $10 break credit. That's normally kind of the standard, if you will. Every now and then I'll do something different, but I am going to do something different for the 4 out of 4. If we get 4 out of 4, one of you guys obviously will get $10 in break credit, but somebody else will get a sort of a mystery stack added to their mail day. What's in the mystery stack? It's a mystery. You won't know until you get it, but I will guarantee it's going to be, have a pretty decent little mix of some cards there. Again, probably nothing like a Gretzky autograph. I'm just going to say that right. It's not going to be that great, but it will have some really nice cards in there. And again, like I said, it'll be like several, like I said, just a nice little stack. Just going to put it into somebody's mail day that gets it. So again, just to kind of fatten it up a little bit. And again, hopefully send a few nicer kind of cards in somebody's direction. So again, 3 out of 4, we'll do $10 break credit. If we get 4 out of 4, then we'll do $10 in break credit, and then we'll do the mystery stack as well. So tonight, the break predictions are as follows. We're going to try to hit a Young Gun black and white canvas. We got to hit at least one Young Gun canvas black and white. Break prediction number 2, we're going to hit a PMG, hopefully out of our box of metal. A PMG, doesn't matter, red, green, purple, whatever. Well, not really purple, but you know what I'm saying. But, just a PMG, doesn't matter if it's a vet, rookie, it's all good. Number 3, this was going to concern the ultimate, hit a patch auto. It could, and I will put this out there, if there's, say, a redemption in here and the redemption's a patch auto, that will count too for it as well. It's just obviously not in physical form at that point. And then, of course, last but not least, hit a legend card. And by that, I mean, obviously, in extended, they got the legend canvases. Ultimate's got legend base and autos and things like that. I don't think there's a lot of legends in metal. But something of that nature. It doesn't have to be an auto. Doesn't have to be a patch or anything crazy. But just a metal legend-based card. And that'll do it. So there's your 4 break predictions tonight: a Young Gun canvas black and white, a PMG, a patch auto, and a legends card. And again, if we get 3 out of those 4, we will do $10 in break credit to somebody. And if we do 4 for 4, we'll not only do the break credit, we will also do a mystery stack added to somebody's mail day there. Alrighty. So again, we're going to start tonight with the old 24-25 metal universe. See what we can do here. Again, like I said, I'd love to see a PMG come out of here. That's kind of always the big hit normally from metal, if you will. But we'll see what we get. 77 on the sticker, 15 on the box. Got 5, 5, and 5. Empty box. 77 on the sticker, 15 on the box. Again, obviously it's 24-25, so obviously the big 3 in this is Philly, the Sharks, and the Habs. But obviously there's some other teams and some hits in here that could be just as big, if not or just as good. But again, those are just the big 3 for the rookie wise. And this is pack number 1. Best of luck, everybody. Let's see what we get. Rookie is for the Leafs. We're fine. And behind it, we got something all sparkly here. I think it's one of those microfibers. Those aren't bad hits. And going to the Boston Bruins to start us off, we got David Pastrnak, microfibers. And Boston is going to Sleepers. The microfibers are not, they're definitely not common inserts. Oops, I want that one. I want that one. Pasternak's always a weird one to hit for because, again, he doesn't really sign nothing anymore. So pretty much, if it's not like, I mean, I know we hit that really crazy patch in our one break of his with the bear and stuff on it. That was a really good one. But Pasternak's always a weird one to pull stuff for because, again, he just tends not to sign anything anymore. So you're kind of left with patches or, again, like a PMG or like a 101 kind of deal. So. Let's see what we got. Stone. Well, I say we have an auto here. It's a rookie, so I'm going to go ahead and set this off to the side because I do believe this is an auto. So it's going to go right there, right under Mr. Bedard. Arshdeep Baines. And behind that, it's alphabetical. Mr. Linus Ullmark for the Senators. Alphabetical. A little bit of a rough edge on that one. Pierrick Dubé. After that, silver shots for the Florida Panthers, Sam Reinhart. Let's see what we got. Olin Zellweger. Yeah. You're probably going to be hearing fireworks and stuff going off in the background, so yeah, like that. We got Gen Z up next for the Carolina Hurricanes. Sebastian Aho. It's the base one, not numbered. They do got numbered one of those. Numbered ones of those, I should say. Malkin. Let's we got. Let's get this guy, Gavin Brindley. I knew ye well, unfortunately. You are now on the Avalanche. After that, we got a Donning Trevor Moore for the LA Kings. What we got in this one? Honzik. Counterpoise. Jeremy Swayman for the Bruins. And they do have numbered ones of these as well. I think those are like speckled or whatever they're called. Sparkle. I think sparkle, speckle. Will Smith, rookie for the Sharks. That we got another Gen Zer. Going to the Islanders, we got Mr. Matthew Barzal, Gen Z. Old Gen Zer. Kyle Macklin. Prospects up next for the Colorado Avalanche, Nikolai Kovalenko. Again, I always thought these were pretty decent designs this year. Again, pretty basic, simple design, but I think it looks good overall. Nice looking card. Because unfortunately, not all cards are made equally. Batherson Neighbors Zook. A rookie from behind. We got Frank Nazar for the Blackhawks. We got another prospects here. For the Dallas Stars, we got Logan Stankoven prospects. For Dallas. Hey, how are we doing, Liz? We are just getting through our first box here. We have, obviously, our other boxes to come. But metal was first on the docket. Victor Mancini. Little prospects here. No, back-to-back Mancinis, it seems. Mancini for the Rangers prospects. And we got 4 more packs to go. Then obviously we have our auto there. We will do a little revealing of it. Foley. Josh Doan. Where did he get traded to again? Didn't he go to like New York or something like the Rangers? Or I know he got traded from the Yotes. We got Robert Thomas here up next. Z-Force for the Blues. Wild base there. So we got another Z-Force, it looks like. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, we got Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews on the Z-Force. 2 more packs to go. Logan Stankoven, rookie base. Goes like that. This one's numbered here. Going to the Anaheim Ducks. We got 50 out of 199. Search Engines, Leo Carlson. That is going to captain there. Like I said, the Ducks are not a bad team to have. Pretty good rookie crop in 24-25 as well in 23-24. 58 out of 199. Search Engines. Spectrum, I think that's what it's called. Going to captain. 1 second. Just that stand real fast. There we go. All right.
like prospects or something there. Maverick Bork. And what do we got right behind? Another prospects going to the St. Louis Blues, Zachary Bolduc. Of course, now he went to the Habs, I do believe. Nice, good pickup for Montreal. Alrighty, let's see what we got. Again, we had a rookie. I do believe it's an auto. Let's see where it's going to. So best of luck, everybody. Who is it going to? Who's going to get the first big hit, I should say, out of the box, out of the break? Let's find out. Going to the Carolina Hurricanes here, we got Scott Morrow. Scott Morrow for the Carolina Hurricanes. Alrighty, so there you go, Carolina. Second, let me move the base and everything out of the way real fast. And it is now time for extended. All right. Yep, like I said, I was kind of when we were going to see a PMG. So that'll kind of take care of that break prediction, unfortunately. But 92 on the sticker, 25 on the box. Metal is definitely kind of a hit or miss product. I feel at least with 24-25. You know, you're gonna get some boxes that are gonna have a lot of hits and stuff in there. You're gonna have some that are kind of, you know, 92 on the sticker, 25 on the box. All right, let's see what we get. Again, this is 24-25 extended. Got 2 boxes of this, and then we will finish off with the box of Ultimate. The always elite Connor Geeky. The Tampa Bay Lightning. Looks like we get a rookie. Going to the Vancouver Canucks, Jonathan Lekkerimäki for the Vancouver Canucks. And we got Maverick Bork. Pros and prospects right after that. And we'll sleeve up the Oracles card here. Vancouver is going to Graham. No, they're probably saving a lot of those for E-Pack would be my guess. So, because we got to put more value on E-Pack, folks. You know, screw physical boxes. E-Pack is where it's at. Josh Doan, Silver Skates for the Utah Mammoth. We got ourselves a goalie. Going to the LA Kings, we got Eric Portillo. Young gun, followed up by Encore Lucas Raymond for the Detroit Red Wings right after that. Oh, bastard. Young gun for the Kings. I mean, I used to do EPAC once upon a time, but it just kind of got soured on it, I suppose. Rempe and the Rangers. Silver Skates, Quentin Byfield and the Kings. And then we got Canvas Duclair for the Islanders. We got a deluxe base here. Going to the New York Rangers. Riley Smith, 230 out of 250. Going to the Rangers. Rangers are going to BP. We got first round draft up next. Bradley Nadeau for the Canes. And Logan Stankoven, pros and prospects. And the deluxe is numbered, so we will sleeve that up now. .230 out of 250. Riley Smith. Liam Olgren, Silver Skates. Up next. We got Nathan McKinnon right after that, pros and prospects. And we got a Young Gun canvas here. It's not a black and white, but we can still get one out of the box. You never know. Going to the Minnesota Wild, Michael Milne. Young Gun canvas going to the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota is going to Caleb. Michael Milne. All right. I think that's a Silver Outburst base, I do believe. We've got a gold pros and prospects, Nick Suzuki. The old left winger. Well, there you go. We got the Young Gun canvas, so why not the Young Gun, Michael Milne as well. And we got the old Nick Perbix. You know about Nick Perbix. Come on now, everybody. I don't think he's for the Lightning anymore. I forget what he got picked up at, but come on now, Nick Perbix. The Nick Perbix. I know. Not pulling your leg, folks. It's the Nick Perbix. Again, hopefully we'll be seeing our, like I said, I'm really hoping our cases show up tomorrow because I feel like we can get those last few teams hopefully out of the way once the cases land and everything. I think we can get enough interest that, we should hopefully be able to sell out the rest of the first case there. Well, we got something acetate in here. Please be a Young Gun. I think it's a Well, it could be a first round draft. So it could be a first round draft clear cut. Nope. Just a normal clear cut base with another Riley Smith. So we had a deluxe and now a clear cut come out of the same box for Riley Smith. First round drafts. And Sebastian Aho. All right. Got only a couple boxes tonight, so I don't mind sleeving up a couple extra ones. Normally, I would probably wait. You know, if we were breaking an entire case of, I'd probably set it off to the side. Won't worry about it. But again, it's only a couple boxes tonight, so I think we can handle it. Sebastian Aho. Jared McCann, Pros and Prospects. And Elias Pettersson, Beauty Canvas for the Canucks. Got 4 packs left to go. Then we'll get into box number 2 after that. And then again, we'll end the break with the Ultimate. Rutger McGroarty for the Pens. And we got the old center going to, hey, there you go. That's a nice hit. Going to the San Jose Sharks. So San Jose is going to Chris there. We got Will Smith, Young Gun. We got Dazzler right behind him. Going to the Flyers as well. We got Jet Lushenko, Rookie Blue Dazzler right after that. So that's a pretty decent pack right there. Will Smith, Young Gun, and a Jet Lushenko Blue Dazzler. Old Will Smith. Take the search engine down, put him up. Right, we got 3 packs left to go in box number 1. Looks like we got a Oracle's card in here. Macklin Celebrini, Silver Skates for the Sharks. Kyle Connor, Oracles. And Bo Horvat, Encore for the Islanders to round that pack out. And we got a high gloss here, so that's kind of a nice one. 3 out of 10, Anthony Duclair going to the Islanders. And the Islanders are going to, looks like Graham. 3 out of 10, high gloss base. Going to the Islanders. And we got another Young Gun right behind that for the Seattle Kraken, Alesh Stezka. And we got Barkov, Beehive right after that. Microfibers. right. Put that down again. You can see the ultimate box there in the background. Josh Stone Reflections. Fedor Svechkov, Triple Dimension. And Matt Grzelcyk, canvas for the Penguins. And that'll round out box number 1 there. All right. Clear the base and hits out of the way. All right. What do we got here? 96 on the sticker, 01 on the box. Is it going to be number 1? Let's find out. Three packs, and 3 packs. Empty. 9601. All right. Like I said, after we get done with this, we will get into our final box right there. Just a little 4-box mixer. Again, we get what we get. Obviously, it's always nice when we can hit some big cards and stuff out of here, but, you know, it is just 4 boxes. So, again, you know, I don't I don't know what's in these boxes. I wish I did, but I do not. We got Jonathan Lekkerimäki up next. Silver Skates. Jason Robertson Oracles right after that for the Stars. And then Encore Will Smith for the Sharks. Matvey Michkov, Future Impact. Oh, this could be Matejchuk. You never know. Nope. Still searching, I guess. Owen Pickering for the Penguins. Young Guns. Gauthier. Beehive. Ugh. Man. Every time they blow stuff up, it always like makes you jump. I'll never forget when they weren't necessarily close, but they blew something big up. I remember that because you could literally feel like the force of the thing. Actually, it was like the craziest thing in the world on there, and that thing was loud too. It was big. Whatever they blew up, I know that. So. Whew. Wake you up. Let's see. Tavish. Rucker McGroarty Reflections. Caleb Ritchie. Triple Dimensions for the Avalanche. So you got it. Maybe it's either a skills competition or it's a program of excellence. I want to say it's a skills competition. Yep, and going to the Vancouver Canucks. All-Star Skills, UD Canvas, JT Miller. That's going to the Canucks. That's going to Vancouver, so that's going to Graham. Oh, wow, that's a good one there. Lane Hudson for the Montreal Canadiens, level 2. 499. 20 out of 499. That kind of came out of nowhere a little bit. So that's a nice hit going to Alyssa, had the Habs. So that's a good one right there. Lane Hudson Trilogy Rookie Premieres level 2, 20 out of 499. We have Ty Fellhaber, Young Gun, right after that for the Avalanche. And Alex Ovechkin, Pros and Prospects. Tell us about that for a minute. Put Mr. Hudson up there, give him some much needed screen time. Take down Mr. Milne. All right. Another Jordan McCann Silver Skates. Tyler Toffoli, encore for the Sharks. And we got ourselves Brady Tkachuk, UD Canvas for the Senators right after that. Susie. We have a gold encore for Nathan McKinnon and the Avalanche. Oh, here it comes. This is it. Denton Mateychuk. God. Nathan Clerman for the Penguins. I think we got a outburst base for the Philadelphia Flyers. Nikolai Delorier. Silver outburst going to the Flyers. Now, most likely, I'll probably be holding these hits up until we at least get our first case of O-Pee-Chee done. So, just to be clear about that. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'd love to see O-Pee-Chee come in tomorrow, because like I said, I'd love to break that tomorrow night. And then I can work on getting that stuff out to you guys on Sunday. Then obviously we can post up case number 2, for next week or whatever. Because again, I did get 2 cases of O-Pee-Chee Platinum. I'm definitely glad I did now, because initially the idea was to kind of more or less skip stature, which I'm still kind of leaning towards that way anyways, because again, I just think stature kind of definitely went in the wrong direction. But again, that was the initial thought. I was going to just break 2 cases of these and kind of skip that. Got ourselves the Teal Fantilli, I do believe. A little bit of a shorter print than the normal one there. Going to the Blue Jackets. Fedor Svechkov. And Jake Gensel. I mean, that's my thinking that, again, the cases, I know it's only 8 boxes a case, but obviously the cases are a little bit cheaper, I think, than some of the other stuff that's out there anyway. So I'm kind of hoping that lends itself to where, again, people won't be like overwhelmed if we open a few cases of it, more or less. But again, yeah, there you go. I didn't think about that. But I am interested once Credentials comes out, though. I'm hoping to hopefully get a couple cases of that, because again, we're going to have an off week this coming week, and then it's going to be Credentials, and then we're going to have an off week after Credentials, then it's going to be SP Authentic after that. So I'd like to hopefully The idea is hopefully to get 2 cases of everything essentially this month. To go 2 cases of O-Pee-Chee, 2 cases of credentials, and 2 cases of SPA, if possible. Because again, I think they're all very popular products and stuff like that. Barkov Silver Skates. And for the Blue Jackets, Zach Rowinski. Canvas. But again, they're all pretty popular products. I'm still pretty happy with Credentials because Credentials price point is really good. 20 boxes in a master case, so you get a good amount of boxes. And like I said, they have a lot of good just hits and things like that. Shouldn't hopefully be hopefully not too burdensome. Once again, like I said, I have to kind of be a little more choosy, I think, going forward with some of our breaks, because I just think there's just certain ones that just aren't going to have as much interest in them. And I think sometimes the price point can kind of kill some products and things like that. So got our Gautier. Is this going to be Mateychuk? It is not Mateychuk. Helge Grans for the Philadelphia Flyers, and we got a Dazzler right behind there. And we got another rookie here, Brennan Othmann for the New York Rangers Blue Dazzler. Yeah, I'm just a big fan of Credentials. It's nice having the hard signed debut ticket access cards in there. Again, they got just a nice variety of hits and things like that. Again, it's just really nice because, again, the price point really lends itself for boxes and stuff like that. It's just one of my favorite products just from that standpoint, that it just doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. You can normally buy a couple boxes and you won't be hurting. You won't be kind of scraping by and having to cut some corners there like on groceries or something like that. We got our last 3 packs here, and then we'll get into our final box of the break. Because that was something I was talking to Pops about. It's like they're making all these boxes so much more expensive every time, and I don't think it costs them that much. It probably costs them the same as it always does to make these cards. Again, I get you can get some big hits in there and stuff like that, but I don't know. Like I said, to me, I just think you should just leave the prices alone and, just let people have at it, Basically, that's what I don't like, is the fact you're paying more money nowadays for a lot worse service, and the fact that their collation sucks. They don't mix the boxes and cases very well, because no offense, seeing that GP got hit like 8 101 Bedards out of the cup just showed how little they care about their mixes and stuff. It's like the quality's been crap lately, so you're getting damaged cards and things. And just, again, we opened that case of SP Authentic, 2 boxes had missing autos in there, and that's a big product, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you're paying more money for a lot less anymore, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It's like, why not make them more affordable? Because then that way, if you put it, because you're always going to put out dud ass boxes, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be those doo-doo boxes that nobody's going to want to get. So it's just like, and those really good ones are a bit, fewer and far between. And it just doesn't make sense to have people just like go broke buying a couple boxes and just hoping that they can hit something of substance, But I will say that is the one advantage of, I think, breaks. I will say I think that's the one thing about breaks I think are really good, is the fact that, again, like if you look at our O-Pee-Chee break, the only team that was actually over the price of 1 box of platinum was the Sharks. But that's because they have a really huge checklist. They have the biggest checklist out of any of the teams, and they have some really big rookies and stuff on there as well. And they're all there. They're all have autographs and stuff for us. So, but other than that, every other team is under the price of 1 box of O-Pee-Chee. And that's the thing. What's nice about a break is, you're going to get however many boxes in that case. And most of the time, most of the breaks, you're going to probably be paying at least no more than the cost of 1 box of whatever product is you're going to be opening, And I think so. That's the one nice thing about breaks is, yeah, you know, it sucks when you put like a decent amount down in a break and you don't get anything for it. Oh, got a number one here for Frank Nazar. It's like 289 out of 333 future impact for Chicago. Chicago's going to Graham. Graham, you're doing pretty good this break. Will Smith and Nazar. But yeah, this is my thing. I think, you know, definitely breaks have their place in the hobby. Because again, you got to think how many tins of the cup would have been even opened if you didn't have breakers out there, you know, offering teams for. Because I mean, who wants to spend $1,200 for a tin of the cup for 6 cards? When, you know, again, when you've seen some really some doo-doo ass tins out there, you know what I'm saying? Do you want to be one of those guys that spent $1,200 on a tin that you got like $100 back? I don't think so. I think you'd be willing to take a skunk for $100 than you would be, you know, spending $1,200 and getting nothing out of it. 1289 out of 333. Last box. And we get into the ultimate. Jesper Wallstedt, Wild. Another Nazar for the Hawks. And Matty Barzell, beauty canvas. So no black and white canvas Young Gun as well. So unfortunately that will eliminate any of the prizes being given out. We could still hopefully hit a patch auto and maybe a Legends card out of Ultimate. All right. Final box of the break. Last box. Again, fingers crossed. Hopefully we'll see our 24-25 O-Pee-Chee cases arrive. Looking forward to that again. I will be adding an extra box to each case. So we'll not only be breaking 8 boxes, but we'll be breaking an additional box on top of each case as well. So both cases will have an extra box added to the break. So we'll actually be doing 9 boxes instead of 8. 99 on the sticker. 61 on the box. Little Gretzky Rick Nash. The old Gretzky Nash. What you know about the Gretzky Nash? I don't know. Looking kind of thin. Like I said, if we do have a redemption in there, and that's a patch auto redemption, then that will count for the patch auto break prediction. So 99 on the sticker, 61 on the box. Let's hope. I'm really hoping, like I said, I would like to see something big come out of this, but again, you know, just got 4 regular cards, so no patch auto in this. Looks like, again, like unless one is a redemption, but we'll have to wait and see. So again, best of luck, everybody. This is the final box of the break. Again, it is just 4 boxes, so you know, again, we get what we get. Always want to do the best we can. Obviously, can't always guarantee big hits. As much as I would love to, as much as I like slaying me a monster or 2, folks, I do enjoy it very much. But you know, it is one of those things, you get what you get. And again, with mixers, it's just a little bit more of roulette, you know, because you're only opening so many boxes of so many products. So it's always nice. Again, I always understand the allure of opening cases and things like that, but you know, again, we're still waiting for our cases to show up. So we just had to, you know, just throw a little something together, just a little something. And there would be your Legends card, if you will. Shane Doan, 4 out of 35. Looks like we got a gold base here going to the Utah Hockey Club. Shane Doan, again, that would be considered a Legends hit, if you will. And Utah is going to Izzy Zaza Zegras. Shane Doan, 4 out of 35. All right, go to the back. And for the Chicago Blackhawks, 305 out of 599, David Gust. Alrighty. Again, I'll post up spam tomorrow, whatever of the hits and stuff like that. I may sleeve a couple that I didn't sleeve tonight, but I'll post that up tomorrow. Again, I'm not going to be sending just this out though. If we don't get like O-Pee-Chee in tomorrow and it doesn't come till Monday, I'm just going to hold these over till then. And again, once we get our cases of O-Pee-Chee ever done at that point, I'll just send everything out then, and you guys can have at it. So let's see what we got. Should be 2 autos here to go. So what are we going to start off with? First auto of the box. It's go like this maybe. So we got a goaltender. Going to the Nashville Predators, we got UC Saros, 45 out of 49. And Nashville is going to Chris. So there you go, 45 out of 49, UC Saros. The Nashville Predators, Ultimate Signatures. It's not a bad one. Going to the Predators. And all right, everybody, the final card of the break. Again, thank you guys for, again, hanging out and just, like I said, getting this filled. Like I said, it was just kind of something spur of the moment. I just had a few extra boxes more or less on hand on me at that point, so I just put them out there for a mixer's sake, just to, because, again, I don't know if we'll have our cases of O-Pee-Chee in tomorrow or not, so figured why not at least do maybe something for the 4th. So, again, hopefully just enjoy ourselves. Like I said, we got a few nice hits so far. Let's we got one more to go. So let's see where that one will take us. Very last hit of the break. Again, should be another auto, if I'm not mistaken. Ultimate Signature Rookies. Best of luck, everybody. Who is it going to? It's an update auto. Going to the LA Kings, 22-23. Fajemo going to the King. That's a bit disappointing. Update auto, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Again, going to LA. LA is going to Chris. So it's a bit of a bummer. But there you go, going to the Kings. And that will do it, folks. I do appreciate it. Like I said, again, hopefully we will get word tomorrow one way or the other if our cases are going to be on hand. Again, I'll let you guys know. I should know hopefully by – normally it gets in there pretty early, so they have an update for the post office, again, like early in the morning. So I should probably know by at least 7 o'clock if it's going to be there or not. But again, if it's going to be there, that's great. I'll let everybody know. Like I said, we got a few teams left. I kind of hope that we can kind of get those last few teams out of the way and then do a little break tomorrow night for O-Pee-Chee Platinum, if that's going to be the case. But again, if it doesn't show up till Monday, that's just, it is what it is. I think the holiday might have, again, kind of gotten in the way a little bit, but if that's the case, it's fine. Again, I'm just going to hold this break over until we get O-Pee-Chee more or less out of the way. Then at that point, but if we can at least get a case broke by Saturday, if we get it on hand, and then I'll send everything out, for this Monday or whatever. I'll send that case, and then this break, put them together. We'll send them out to you guys. So, but I will be posting up spam in the morning. I do appreciate it. Like I said, again, it's just a mixer, little 4 boxes. Again, we still hit a few nice ones in there, so not too bad. Again, hopefully, like I said, it's nice with the mixers that normally they're a bit cheaper, so hopefully, again, doesn't put anybody out too hard. That's always the hope. That's always my aim when I do breaks and stuff. I always try to price things, hopefully to where it's not gonna, again, like I said, break the bank, if you will. But I do appreciate it, though, each and every time we go live here. I do have fun doing this for you guys. I do enjoy doing it. Excuse me. And just looking forward to O-Pee-Chee Platinum. Again, nothing coming out next week. So again, we're going to be posting our second case of O-Pee-Chee up as well. We'll get those done, get our chance on O-Pee-Chee and see what we can do with it. Hopefully, Triple Play sent us a few really big cases there. Again, I'll be adding the extra box to each break as well. So we're bumping them up from 8 boxes to 9 boxes. And then again, the following week after this next one, again, credentials should be coming out. So again, going to be hopefully the same deal. Hopefully get a couple cases of that. We can, jump into some credentials. Again, that's one of my favorite products. And again, see what kind of damage we can do here at the Powder Keg. But once again, everybody, I do appreciate it. I really do. Thank you guys so much. As always, looking forward to the next time we get together here on YouTube to do these breaks and rips for everybody. Again, always hoping, can't guarantee it, always hoping, though, we can see some big cards, some monsters. I will say this. I will say that I do feel like we are due for something huge. Because the last few breaks, we've hit some really nice ones out of the breaks, but I'm kind of waiting for that big monster to kind of rear its ugly head at some point. We can just mount that bad boy on the wall. So I will say we are building up, I think, something big here, but we won't know till we hit it. But anyways, but again, like I said, thank you guys so much. Again, like I said, looking forward to the again when we get our O-Pee-Chee on hand and we can see what we can do with that. But always looking forward to it, guys, each and every time. Thank you guys so much. You guys, again, make the community and the room fun. So don't stop being your bad little selves. But all right, guys, until next time, folks, it's the Powder Keg Pack Rips. Always looking forward to it.